Hey everyone, welcome back.
Always a pleasure to be back.
Today we are diving into the crazy world of crypto.
Specifically, how politics are influencing it.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we all saw the headlines, right? Bitcoin and Ether ETFs going through the roof.
It's been pretty wild. November was a record month for inflows.
Record breaking for
Yeah.
both, right?
Yeah.
Bitcoin and Ether ETFs.
Yeah. It's hard to ignore the timing of it all, though.
Right, because this all comes right after Trump wins the election again.
Exactly. And after the Biden administration tried to regulate the whole crypto space.
Yeah, a lot of investors were kind of like holding their breath during those years.
For sure. So this Trump victory, well, some people think it means good things for crypto.
It's interesting, though, because, when you look at the numbers,
Hmm.
it's actually Ether that's outperforming Bitcoin
Yeah.
in these ETF inflows.
Which is, pretty surprising. Bitcoin has always been the big dog, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
So what's going on here? Is it all just, the Trump effect?
Well, let's see what our friends at Bloomberg have to say about it.
Okay, so Bloomberg published this article on December 1st
Right.
this year, 2024,
Mm.
and they're suggesting that the crypto world is actually pretty happy about Trump being back in the White House.
They even say that some see it as a good sign because they're kind of like over all the regulations that Biden was trying to put in place.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, remember back in Trump's first term, he was super into Bitcoin, tweeting about it all the time.
Yeah. There were even rumors about him,
Yeah.
wanting to make it like an official currency or
Oh,
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Crazy.
So, yeah, I think some investors are hoping for a repeat of that, that excitement, that energy
Yeah.
around crypto.
Yeah, like a crypto-friendly environment.
Exactly.
So it makes sense that they would be excited about Trump's comeback.
But the big question is, will it last?
Yeah. Is this like a real trend or just a temporary bubble?
Well, only time will tell.
Yeah.
But, okay, let's get back to Ether for a second.
Right, because yeah.
Ether outperforming Bitcoin in these ETF inflows, that's huge.
It is. I mean, Bitcoin has been king for so long.
Right.
So what's changed? Why are people suddenly so into either ETFs?
Right. And just to be clear,
Yeah.
right, an ETF is like a basket of assets that trades on an exchange, just like a stock.
Yeah, exactly.
So when we say Ether ETFs are outperforming Bitcoin ETFs, we mean that basket of assets is more in demand.
Right.
Which means investors are choosing that basket over the Bitcoin one.
Exactly.
So why?
Well, one theory is that investors are starting to look beyond Bitcoin. They're realizing there are other cryptocurrencies out there with good fundamentals.
So they're diversifying.
Right. They're spreading their risk.
And Ethereum, well, that's a pretty attractive option.
It is. It has a huge ecosystem, all these different applications.
Yeah, like decentralized finance, NFTs.
Exactly. It's like a whole digital universe built on blockchain.
Okay, so for our listeners who might not be super familiar with blockchain, think of it like this. It's a secure and transparent way to record transactions and track assets.
Perfect explanation. It's like a digital ledger that can't be tampered with.
Exactly. And that's why Ethereum is so appealing.
Yeah, people trust it and...
Right. And we're even seeing big institutions getting in on the action.
Oh, yeah. Like BlackRock?
Right.
They have this Ethereum fund.
Huge.
Yeah. They saw $333 million in inflows
Wow.
just on November 29th.
That's huge.
That's insane.
So, yeah, I mean, clearly there's a lot of confidence in Ethereum's potential.
Absolutely.
And speaking of potential, the Bloomberg article also mentioned XRP,
Oh, yeah. Ripple.
which has like tripled in price since Trump got elected.
He's been on fire.
Yeah, it's crazy. It seems like the whole crypto market is riding this Trump wave.
Yeah, but we have to be careful here.
Yeah.
I mean, XRP, it's tied to Ripple Labs, and they've had some legal issues with the SEC,
Yeah.
remember FTX.
Yeah.
So no matter how exciting things seem, due diligence is key.
Totally. Couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's shift gears for a minute and talk about regulation.
Okay.
Because the Bloomberg article mentioned something really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, the Trump administration is planning to roll back all those crypto regulations that Biden put in place.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, so what do you think that means for the industry? Could this be the thing that finally pushes crypto into the mainstream?
It's definitely a possibility. I mean, less regulation could lead to more innovation, more investment,
Right.
and ultimately a faster adoption of blockchain technology.
Imagine that. Blockchain in everything. Supply chains, voting systems, even...
It could revolutionize so many industries.
It's mind-blowing.
Yeah.
But, there's also the flip side.
Of course.
Less regulation could also mean more scams, more fraud,
Yeah, for sure.
a more volatile market.
Right. It could scare off some investors.
It's a tricky situation.
Yeah, it's about finding that balance between fostering innovation and protecting investors.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
So let's recap. Trump's back in the White House, and the crypto market is blooming.
Bitcoin and Ether ETFs are seeing record inflows,
And Ether is actually outperforming Bitcoin.
which is a pretty big deal.
Yeah. And then there's this whole thing with potential deregulation.
So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens next.
The million-dollar question is, will this crypto craze last?
Will it become mainstream or will it just fizzle out?
I guess only time will tell.
Exactly. But one thing's for sure, it's an exciting time to be following crypto.
Absolutely. And to all our listeners, stay informed, do your research, and as always, invest wisely.
Could have said it better myself.
Until next time.
See ya.